Welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to give you an assignment which is based on using arrays in Java. As part of this assignment, you need to write a Java program to compare two arrays by writing some programming logic with help of logic without using any predefined methods. Just by writing this Java programming logic, you need to compare these two single dimensional arrays. Now let me give you the instructions for writing this Java program for comparing these two programs using some logic. Fine. What are the instructions? First thing is that you need to create two single dimensional arrays. Okay. You create one single dimensional array. After that, you create one more single dimensional array containing some elements. Now you need to compare these two arrays to check whether they are equal or not. If they are equal, print equal in the output. If they are not equal, print not equal in the output as an output of this program. Fine. So how can we say that these two arrays are equal? If the size of these two arrays is same and also the elements in these two single dimensional arrays is same, then we can say that these two arrays are equal. Otherwise, we cannot say they are equal. So hope guys you understood how to solve this program or how to write the Java program with the help of the instructions I have given. So now you can pause this video and start writing the Java program for comparing these two arrays using the logic. Okay, by using the logic, by not using any predefined methods. Hoping that you have written the Java program for comparing these two arrays. Now you can resume this video so that you can see the solution that I am going to give. And you can cross check your Java program with mine to see if we both are on the same page. If we both are on the same page, you are good to go. So let me switch to this Eclipse ID and create a new class. I'll just name this class with some random name. I'll just say demo k. With main method I'll create. And inside this main method, I'm going to create two arrays, guys. First array, integer array. Okay, integer array. You can create any type of arrays, guys. I'm just creating the integer arrays here. Okay, for example, integer array AR is equal to integer array AR is equal to, I'll just give some elements 9, comma 1, comma 3, comma 2, comma 5. Some different elements I'm giving. Now I'll create one more array, integer array BR is equal to, for BR also I'll give the same elements 3, 2, 5. Exactly. The size of the elements in the first array and second array are same, and the elements in the first array and second array are same. So by looking at this, we can say that these two arrays are equal, right? We should be able to print equal in the output, but we have to do that with programming logic. We have to write the logic to compare these two arrays. Okay, and also I'll be creating one more array, CR, and here I'll give different elements. Okay, 9, 3 or 9, 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, 2, 4, like the different elements I'm giving. The size of the array is different. I'll create one more array also, integer dr is equal to, you see, to see all the possibilities, I'll compare AR with BR, and if they are equal, I'll print equal, otherwise not equal. I'll compare AR with CR and see if they are equal. If they are not equal, I'll print. Now, one more kind of thing I'll create, that is 9, 3, 5, 1, 2. Okay. Here the number of elements are equal, but the array elements are not equal. Here 9 is 9, but 1 is not equal to 3, right? So it should say not equal, okay? Only for the first two arrays, it should print equal. And when I compare the first array with the third array, it should print not equal because the number of elements in the first array and third array are not equal. So the size of the arrays are different. So not equal should be printed. And comparing the first array with the last array, here the number of elements may be equal, but individual elements are not completely equal. Okay, here 9 is equal, but 1 is not equal to 3. So here also not equal should be printed. Now we have the example data available. Okay, example arrays we have, and now we need to write the logic for comparing two arrays. Okay, how to write the logic? So I'll do one thing, guys. I'll just write like this: boolean equal is equal to boolean is equal to true. I'll give. Initially, I'll say equal true. Okay, initially I'll set the equal as true. Now here I'll write down. Okay, boolean equal is equal to true. Or else I'll do one thing, guys. I'll not create this data. I'll change the data here later. Okay. So for now, I'll create only two arrays. Okay. Why to confuse? I'll just create two arrays. For now, they should be equal. After that, I'll change the data here itself while comparing, so that we don't have to create multiple arrays. Just two arrays are enough for now to get started. Boolean equality is equal to true. Initially, I'll say these are equal, but uh, if any problems are there where the number of the size of the arrays are different, or then the elements are different in the arrays, then I'm going to convert this equal to false. Okay. So with that node, I'll write like this: if if ar dot length not equal to br dot if ar dot length not equal to br dot length, what I'll do, if ar dot length is not equal to br dot length, if the size of this ar is not equal to size of br, then simply I'll say equal is equal to false. I'll set. Okay, the size of the AR is not equal to size of BR, automatically I'll say equal is equal to false. But if in case the length of the size of this AR is equal to the size of BR, then another check I have to do. That's why I'll go to the else block. Okay, if they are equal, I'll go to the else block. One of the condition is already verified. Second condition that I'm going to verify in the else block is I'm going to write for each loop for not for each loop, traditional for loop I am going to write for int I is equal to 0, I less than AR dot length. Since the size of the first array and second array are same, I can take only one size here, either AR. Okay. Then I plus plus, I'll iterate through each and every element of this particular first array and compare that with the second one. Okay. So here I am going to write down if AR of I is equal to okay BR of I, if not equal to, okay, instead of equal I'll say not equal to. If in case any of the element of this array is not equal to that particular element in the same index level, if they are not equal, AR of I is not equal to BR of I, simply I'll set the equal to false. Okay, even one element is not equal also, I'll set the equal to false and simply break it. I'll come out of this traditional for loop. Okay, equal will be set to false if in case one of the element of the first array at the same index is not equal to one of the element of the second array at the same index position. Okay, they are not equal. Equal will be originally true, it will be set to false. If the size is not equal, set to false. If the any particular element is not matching with any other element in the second array, then also equal is equal to false. Like that I'll set. So once I come out of this if else blocks, finally, once I come out of this if else blocks and all, finally, I'll the equal will be either true or false based on the equalness of this arrays, right? Now, what I'll do, here I'll say, uh, equal question mark conditional operator I can write, or if block also I can write. If equal I can write initially. If equal, if the equal is true, if the equal is true, I can simply print out saying equal. I'll just print equal guys. Okay, I'll just print equal here. Else, I'll write system.out.println not equal. So this is one way of writing. So if you don't want to write this much amount of code, what you can do, you can write something like this, guys. Okay, ternary operator you can use equal question mark. Here I'll say either equal. If it is true, it will print equal, right? It should be equal. Otherwise, not equal. Otherwise, not equal. And this one I can store like this: string status is equal to, and in the next line I can write system.out.println status. This is another way. Instead of writing like this, I can write in two lines itself. Or I can also convert this into single line where this part, instead of storing into the status, right? This part I directly put into the print statement. Okay, then I don't need this. Directly I can write system.out.println equal colon equal or not equal also I can write. This is another simplest way. In one line I can complete the process. Okay. If the equal is true, it will print equal. If the equal is false, it will print not equal. Because of the println statement, this ternary operator will return true, this equal or not equal. If equal is true, it will return equal. If the equal is false, it will return not equal. That will be printed by the print statements. Now run this code, right click, run as Java application and see equal is getting printed. That means the given two arrays are equal, guys. The given two arrays are equal. What if I give 8 comma 6? You see, the size of the first array is not equal to the size of the second array. So what will happen automatically? When I run this code, not equal will be printed, which is true. What if the size of the elements are equal, but one of the element is different here? 9, 9 matching. 1, 1 matching. 3, 8 not matching. Since one of the element is not matching at the index, same position index at the other array, 3 and 8 are not equal, it should print not equal. You say not equal should be printed. Again, when I change it back to normal 3, same size and same elements, then equal will be printed. So that means this program, Java program logic is working perfectly fine, where we are able to compare two arrays, right? So fine. So hope guys you understood how to write the Java program to compare two arrays using this Java programming logic. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.